Thank you for joining me for this introductory video to help you get set up to participate in the Bones for Life lessons that I'll be posting on Vimeo. These are part of a teacher training program some of you know that I'm doing throughout this year and on into 2023. And I'm training to be a teacher in this method, which is very closely related to the Feldenkrais method. Moshe Feldenkrais, his work called Awareness Through Movement, or Feldenkrais work. And this work, Bones for Life, the program that I'm certifying to be a teacher in, is founded by a woman who was his student and a teacher for his method, I think pretty much her whole life. And her name is Ruthie Alon. So you can look both of those up on the internet if you want to read a little more about them. But what I want to do in this first video is just take a few minutes to tell you how to get set up for all of the process videos or lesson videos that I'll post. So once you've watched this once, you shouldn't have to watch it again, but it tells you what you need in the room and just general attitude towards what we'll be doing together. So you can see today that I kind of have a setup that I would recommend for you, something like this. So in your space, you'll want to have a mat. I have a yoga mat, but you might need a mat with a blanket or some padding on it. And I have on the mat some of the possibilities for things that you might need to bolster or support your body during the lesson. And so I have a blanket, I have a couple folded sheets, a few folded pillowcases. I do have a full-size pillow. It's possible that some of you might need that, but it's more likely that you might need something like a small throw pillow from the couch, a couple of those. We'll be doing a lot of things where we lie on our back and put our feet on the wall, some things where we turn around and our feet are down here and our hands are on the wall overhead. But in those various positions, you may need support for your arms when your arms are overhead so that they're not in the air, and or if you find lying on your back challenging, then you might need, while you have a foot on the wall, you may need some support under that leg that's on the wall. So, and then in addition, you can see that I have set up whatever it is that you're going to watch or listen to the video on. It's not so important to watch, although I think we do like to watch. It's not the intention in this method for you to copy me. In this video, you'll see me going through the lesson and you'll hear talking but and directions, but well, in each of the lessons you'll see that, but it's not about copying what I'm doing. It's more important to look inside. If you wear glasses, it's recommended that you take them off so that you can just focus internally. It is by really noticing subtlety, by slowing our movements way down and exploring unusual and varied movements, that we really begin to reset the nervous system and create new options for movement that we perhaps have forgotten or lost through habit or injury or surgery. And so you don't have to see me, you can just listen to me. But in any case, have a setup that if you want to look over, what is she saying? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, and you want to see what's happening, you can look. So I have my computer set up here close by. If I were following a lesson with someone else, I could follow that. And last but not least, you need a chair. You can see that I have a straight back chair here. We'll do some things standing behind the chair and standing in front of the chair. So those are all options. And so once you have that set up, I want to give you just another minute or two of food for thought about what is your attitude towards doing Bones for Life, or Feldenkrais lesson, or process is sometimes called. And there's one paragraph from the Bones for Life teacher training manual that I thought I would share. It says, Bones for Life program incorporates the strategies of organic learning from the Feldenkrais method. These strategies awaken the resourcefulness of the organism, that is you or me, to invent efficient solutions on its own, similar to the way we learned as babies how to satisfy our needs at the beginning of life. This autonomous learning is in contrast to learning that is based on an outside authority. So like a learner at the beginning of life, the mature learner, the grown-up person, is constantly experimenting in this method with new options and unused variations. You'll find the movements to be unique and surprising in a gentle way. So we're looking at these unused variations in our movement patterns, and a lot of this is done while lying on the floor. So think a little bit about less and less and less is more. It is the American way to press and press and press ahead, and we think that by doing hard things to make our bodies hard is going to give us an outcome. But in this method, we're going to think, could we just allow? And what sort of outcomes might we have if we just allow? And so you'll see that just come up over and over again in the directions and the narrative as we go through the process. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to hearing from you about your experience in these movement processes.